And hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the BOK Center, Day 2 and Game 2 of the 56th Annual Tournament of Champions. Tulsa Public Schools put this event together, and it's been one of the outstanding high school tournaments in the entire country. We'll go to our first boys game of the afternoon with the Hydro Eakly Bobcats. Losers in their first game to power Tulsa Memorial 81-46. They will take on the Victory Christian Conquerors. Victory Christian dropped their first game to another big 6A power. Owasso 62, 4A Victory Christian 49. So now Victory Christian and the Hydro Eakly Bobcats. They will meet in this boys bracket first consolation game. Our officials for this morning's game, Eddie Morris, Kendall Rimmer, and Dwight Hollingsworth. Hydro Eakly, coached by Rick Gore. 24th high school season for Coach Gore, 30th overall, 17th in Hydro. Bobcats in their purple uniforms, or white uniforms. They're in the home uniforms today. They're white uniforms. Coach Gore needs one more victory for 500 career wins. He didn't get it yesterday against Big Memorial, but he has a shot against it today to do it against Victory Christian. They were 25-0, the Class State 2A champions, beating Garber last year. They brought back 4 starting seniors, ranked number 1 in Class A. This team, by the way, has been together since their 3rd grade. How about that? Hydro Eakly Bobcats welcome to Tulsa to the Tournament of Champions. Victory Christian, coached by Ryan Wakely, off to a 6-0 start to this season before they ran into that buzzsaw of Owasso last night. Their lineups remaining the same: Michael Doctor, Solomon Granderson, Jude Molly, along with Joshua Unamo and Luke Patton. Hydro Bobcats shook up their lineup a bit here. Carson Props, Paxton Price, Carter Tharp, Colson Tharp, and Nolan Gore will be starting today for the Bobcats. They're in their home white uniforms, Bobcats across the front, trimmed in their purple colors. Victory Christian in their road black uniforms, VCS across the chest in white letters, and purple trim. Our opening game this morning in the girls bracket featured Sealing with an incredible 64-49 win over Tahlequah, led by Bracy Nyberg, 25 points, and Kenley Gore, 25 points. Those two young ladies scored 50, with Sealing 64 points, as Sealing gets their first victory in the Tournament of Champions. They'll move on in their bracket. They'll be playing the winner later today, tomorrow, of the game between Howe and Booker T. Washington. So we're getting ready to get underway here. Victory Christian, the Conquerors, and Hydro Eakly. There's the whistle, in for the opening tip.
Almost didn't recognize Hydro Eakly outside of their bright purple jerseys.
I thought about
yesterday.
that. I introduced them as purple, and I looked up, and they're in their white home jerseys. Ball tipped away, and it's going to go out of bounds, and will stay with the team from Hydro Eakly. Inbounding it, Colson Tharp gets into his brother Carter Tharp, his younger brother. Carter Tharp handing the basketball. Outside it comes to Paxton Price. Price between the two circles gives way to Nolan Gore. That's the coach's son and one of their top players. Gore back with the basketball, starts down the lane, now pulls up, takes a shot, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes down, and falling to the court, trying to save the basketball was Nolan Gore. But it goes out of bounds, and it will come over to Victory Christian. The Conquerors with their first offensive possession. Michael Doctor inbounds it. It comes to Joshua Unamo. June Molly. Off to Unamo. Now between the circles. Molly again. Michael Doctor holds it outside. Pass inside, it goes underneath. Looking to get it in there. Luke Paxton turns around. Patton couldn't make it fall, though. The rebound comes down to Hydro Eakly's Carson Props.
Victory Christian's probably had the shortest turnaround time in this tournament, having played the 8:30 game last night and then opening up this morning.
In the lane, knocked away there. Hydro's Carson Props. Now drops it underneath. Number 10, that is Paxton Price. Whistle and a foul. Luke Paxton called for the foul. Inbounding it. Comes inside to number 3. That is Carson Props, who just was a real close inside jump shot. Back to Victory Christian. Joshua Unamo. Josh down the lane. Tried to drop it off inside to Patton. Knocked on the floor. Patton picks it up, still battling for it. We're going to have a jump ball. Big Luke Patton, a 6'6" senior. Postman got involved in the floor there. The ball went out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Conquerors. Victory Christian 6-0 on the season before their loss to Memorial last night. Inside it goes. Nice give and go. And nice up and in by Joshua Unamo, the 6'4" senior. First points of the game go to the Conquerors of Victory Christian. Into the front court come the Hydro Bobcats now. Driving the lane, up with a shot. No good for Price. Paxton Price missed it. Back comes Jude Molly. Drives the lane, up with the right hand. Off the glass, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Paxton Price for Hydro Eakly. Bobcats come up the court. Here, Coach Rick Gore trying to get his team to pick up the pace here. Some knocked out of bounds. Went off of Victory Christian. Bobcats will inbound it here. This is Colin Thorpe. Thorpe gets it inside to Paxton Price. Price to Carter Thorpe. Thorpe off the outside. With the basketball now is Carson Props. Goes to the other side of the court. Back it comes to Nolan Gore. Then over to the right side to Thorpe again. Driving the lane, number 10. Lays it off inside. That was Paxton Price laying it off for Carson Props. He was fouled as he went up for the shot. Solomon Granderson was called for the foul. Number 2 for Victory Christian at the free throw line for the Hydro Eakly Bobcats. Will be their senior forward, 6'3", Carson Props. Hits the free throw. Foul in the act of shooting, so has 2 coming. And Hydro has its first points on the board in their second game in the Tournament of Champions. This one off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Jude Molly. Outside, the jumper taken by Unamo. Hits a three-pointer. Joshua Unamo, the 6'4" senior, buries the 3 from outside, and Victory's up 5-1. Back comes Hydro Eakly. Paxton Price between the circles. And a whistle. Foul is going to be called on Carson Props of Hydro Eakly. Offensive foul, and means it'll be Conquerors basketball. Victory Christian inbounds it now in the backcourt. Joshua Unamo along with Michael Doctor. Doctor across the timeline. Over to Unamo, just hit that three-pointer. Down it comes to Luke Patton. Joshua moving to the lane. Luke Patton up with the right hand. In and around, won't go, but there's a follow-up. Nicely done there by Unamo again, the 6'4" senior. Really quick, great ball handler. Puts it in with the right hand and lays it in, makes it 7-1. Hydro looking for their first field goal. We're played almost half of this first quarter on the drive. Pushing it up with the left hand, wouldn't go for Price, and now back it comes to Victory Christian. Quick jump from the right side, in and out, no good for Solomon Granderson. And the ball comes down to the Bobcats. Coming down to the 4-minute mark, half of this first quarter expiring, and Hydro still looking for their first field goal. Paxton Price up high on the key. Gives it off to Colson Tharp. Tharp between the 2 circles. Back it goes over to Price. Price drives, lays it up, and rolls it in. Paxton Price gets the first 2 for Hydro. It's 7-3 victory, and here come the Conquerors. Michael Doctor, there's a wide open 3-point shot underway by Unamo, would not fall. Rebound is taken down by the Bobcats. Hydro Eakly across the timeline now. The dribble is Carson Price. Price, props. In the middle it comes there to Gore. Gore turns, trying to get the shot up. Knocked away from behind. Won't go, and it's going to be Victory Christian coming the other way. On the drive, up with a shot and rolling it around and out. Number 22, Joshua Unamo, had a wide open layup, it looked like. It just bounced around, fell out. It's going to be out of bounds and go over to the Bobcats. Paxton Price inbounds it for Hydro Eakly. They trail 7-3 here with 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. This is game 2 of day 2 of the Tournament of Champions. Driving for the basket now with Paxton Price. Outside it goes, looking to take the jumper. Now pulling it back down was Nolan Gore. Inside it comes, number 3. Up and around and bouncing around and in for Carson Props. Props gets the basket. And Hydro's back within 2. Victory Christian's Michael Doctor, top of the circle. Off the right side, the pass to Judy Molly. Back it comes to Doctor. Now number 2, Solomon Granderson. It drives into the lane, up with the left hand and in. Solomon Granderson, the 6'3 senior. Nice job blocking his defender off and laying it up and over the left hand. 9-5 victory. Paxton Price drives down the lane, up with the left hand. The shot bounces around off the right side of the rim, but there is a foul. Paxton Price to go to the free throw line. After the foul called on Michael Doctor. And shooting 2, foul in the act of shooting. Will be Price. First one good by Paxton. He's the 6'4 senior forward for the Hydro Eakly Bobcats of Coach Rick Gore. Up with the left hand, the free throw up and good. Once again, Hydro within 2, 9-7 victory with the lead and the basketball. Coming down the floor, Joshua Udamo, 22, starts down the lane right side, kicks it out to the corner. Coming across now is Jaden Banner, their first reserve in the game. Pulling up with the jumper in the lane, there's Michael Doctor on the feed from Banner. Michael Doctor, 6-foot sophomore, hits the 2-pointer. 11-7 for victory.
One of the things I find most impressive about Michael Doctor today is those yellow shoes he's got on. Check those out.
They stand out, don't they?
They do. See him coming from a mile away.
Hydro the basketball, trying to get something going on the right side here. That is Nolan Gore cut off, and now a bad pass. Carson Props looking for Gore inside and threw way over his head, out of bounds. Turnover against the Bobcats, and the Victory Christian Conquerors take over. Once again in the hands of Unamo, the 6'4 senior. He comes into the front court. Unamo gives away to Banner. Banner down the lane, up with the right hand, no good. Tipped around, and finally pulled down by number 21, Caden Triplett for the Bobcats. Nolan Gore, Nolan Gore is the one that had that last rebound. Nolan Gore. And when it comes to Paxton Price, out it goes to Carson Props. Props being guarded closely by Solomon Granderson. Now gives way to Carter Tharp. Tharp off the right side. Colson Tharp, his brother. Outside it goes, and now the drive. Quick jumper on the right side. Up and in. Nice shot by Nolan Gore. That's the coach's son, the 6'4 senior guard. Nolan Gore hits for the 2 points. 11-9 victory in the last 30 seconds of this first quarter. Whistle and a foul, and it's going to go the other way. Offensive foul against Victory Christian. Call on number 2, Solomon Granderson. So Victory Christian turns it over. Hydro Eakly has a chance to wind things up in the first quarter with 28 seconds remaining with a chance to tie or take the lead. They are behind 11-9 to Victory Christian. And here they come. You heard Coach Rick Gore yell, go, go, go to his team across the timeline with 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Down it comes to the right side, looking to shoot. Carson Props. Things across the way. Into the corner it goes. The Gore, Nolan Gore, trapped there. 6 seconds left. Now the bad pass stolen across the way. Reach in couldn't do that. 2 seconds, driving all the way. The shot is up, no good, but a foul is called with 1.2 seconds left. And Victory Christian will go to the free throw line. Coach Gore's about to have a heart attack here. Foul is called on Gore's Nolan Gore. That's coach's son.
2 evenly matched teams here today. They're really hanging in there.
1.2 seconds left. There's the shot from the corner. Bounced around and off the rim. No good. Taken there by Joshua Udamo. And that's the end of our opening quarter. Here in the first game of day 2 for the boys bracket. It's Victory Christian 11 and Hydro Eakly 9.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Physical Therapy Central.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Welcome back inside the BOK Arena. It's Victory Christian leading Hydro Eakly 11-9 after the first 8 minutes of play here in the first game of the boys tournament. In game 2, in that opening quarter of play, Victory Christian led by Joshua Udamo with 7 points. And for Hydro Eakly, it was 4 points for Paxton Price, 3 points for Carson Props. Eakly with the basketball, handling outside. Number 15, Colson Tharp, gives way to Paxton Price. Down in the corner it goes to Nolan Gore. Gore comes out to the top, starts down the lane on the right side. Now dips in, takes the shot, hits the jumper right in front of the free throw line. Nolan Gore for Hydro Eakly. Nolan Gore had 16 points in their loss yesterday at Tulsa Memorial. Paxton Price had 14 to lead the Bobcats. Oh, a nice outside three-point jumper made by the Conquerors there for Jude Molly. 14-11, victory by 3. Here comes Hydro Eakly back with the basketball. Paxton Price, and going to lose the ball out of bounds. Knocked away, though, by number 25, Jamerson White for Victory Christian. It'll stay with Seelig. Out for Hydro Eakly comes Carlton Tharp, and in to replace him is Ryder Klassen for the Bobcats. Klassen starts the action, inbounds the basketball. With it is Nolan Gore, gives way to Carson Price. Price in the lane, up with the left-hander, no good. Tipped away, and it's going to go to Victory Christian. Out of bounds, off of Hydro. Victory Christian in their game yesterday, their opening game, led by both Joshua Udamo and Luke Patton, both with 14 points. Victory Christian down the floor. Jamerson White inside to Luke Patton. Patton drives his man and going to be knocked to the floor is Paxton Price of Hydro, and it's going to be an offensive foul against the big guy. Luke Patton with his second team foul. That is already the 5th team foul on Victory Christian. 2 more, and Hydro Eakly will start shooting some bonus free throws. Back come the Bobcats now. Nolan Gore turns, drives down the baseline right, has a shot blocked and taken away by 22, Joshua Udamo. Udamo into the front court with a pass to Jude Molly. Now back it goes to Udamo, drives, pulls up, takes the jumper, rolls in and out, won't go. Rebound comes down to Gore. Nolan Gore with the rebound for the Bobcats.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have Jen Sanders, who's one of our tournament organizers, on with us.
Our Associate Athletic Director for Tulsa Public Schools. There's a jump shot and hit it in there by the coach's son, Nolan Gore. 6'4" senior guard scores, and we're tied up 14-14 Under 6 minutes left in the first half. The Victory Christian and Hydro Eakly. This first boys bracket game. Oh, a nice move inside by the big guy, Luke Patton. Circled around and laid it up in.
It's one thing about these two teams. They won't stay tied for long.
They love shooting the basketball for sure. Nolan Gore brings it across. His dad, Coach Rick Gore, you can hear off to our right here, yelling out directions to his team. Carson Props starts down the lane left side on the drive, turns, bumps in, up with the right hand, won't go off, goes off the rim, but goes off the hands underneath of Luke Patton of Victory Christian. So it'll stay on this side of the court for Hydro Eakly. Colson Tharp, senior guard, will be inbounding. And it comes to Gore. Out back it goes to Tharp. Tharp starts in the lane, pushed out of there. Carson Props at the free throw line. Starts down the right side. Into the corner it goes to 32, Ryder Klassen. And Klassen, their first reserve off the bench for the Bobcats, hits the three-pointer. And for the first time, little Hydro Eakly of Class A leads Victory Christian 17-16. Just under 5 minutes left in our opening half here.
Nailed that one from long range, like a cruise missile.
Driving the basketball, up and in. Nicely done by Jamerson White. Check it by, yeah, that's right, Lucas Patton here. With the basketball, Nolan Gore for Hydro. And it comes to Props. Props drives the lane, lays it up with the right hand and in. Back and forth we go. Victory, nice driving layup. Underneath the ball, laying it up and in was Jaden Banner. Nobody stopped him for the Hydro defense. He had the baseline wide open, laid it up and in. 20-19, Victory regains the lead. Gore gets it down to Tharp. Tharp in the corner, the Ryder Klassen. Klassen inside, up with a jumper and hitting it there is Paxton Price. 6'4" Price elevated and hit a short jumper in the lane there to make it 21-20. The Bobcats back on top. How long is that going to last? Well, a quick drive and quick tip in. That quickly by Joshua Udamo, and Victory takes the lead back. Udamo getting 2 shots at that. Sinks it and makes it Victory 22, Hydro 21, with 3:36 left until halftime here at the Tournament of Champions.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back on Squirtle.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Welcome back. Chris Lincoln, Greg Merrill with the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. We're bringing you the coverage of the Tournament of Champions here in Tulsa. 8 boys teams, 8 girls teams invited the best of Oklahoma to play here in the BOK over a 3-day period. And we got a great one here in this first boys game, 22-21 victory over Hydro. Hydro the basketball, driving, putting the shot up and in. Once again for Hydro is Nolan Gore, the 6'4" senior guard. And Hydro back on top by 1. Conquerors, their black road uniforms, in the front court. Out of the corner, shot by Mahi, and nice three-pointer. Jude Molly, 6'1" senior, buries the 3, and Victory now has a 2-point lead. Eakly's Paxton Price, slow dribble, comes across the timeline, gives off the right side to Colson Tharp. Tharp, had the ball knocked away, trying to make the steal, but couldn't quite control it out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Jaden Banner of Victory Christian. Got a hand on it, but could not catch up to it. So it'll be Bobcats basketball. About halfway up in back court. No pressure from Victory Christian. Paxton Price inbounds it there to Colson Tharp. Tharp back to Price. Price looks inside for Gore. Gore turns to the baseline. Underneath, drops the ball there for number 3. That is Carson Props, up and knocked away from behind. It'll stay with the Bobcats. Nice job defensively in there. Victory Christian. Joshua Unamo slapped it away. Over the top it comes and high in the air to pull it down is Paxton Price at the top of the circle. Starts down the lane, cut off there. Gives outside to Ryder Klassen, who had a three-pointer in his first attempt. Klassen down the lane, tries to scoop it up, but he is fouled underneath. I believe he ran into the arms of Jaden Banner, number 3. Yeah, Banner whistle for the foul. That is the 6th team foul on Victory, so the next one will get bonus free throws for Hydro Eakly. As it is now at the free throw line for the Bobcats, it's number 32. That is Ryder Klassen, their junior guard, shooting first of 2, makes that. Has the second one coming here, foul in the act of shooting. One more for Ryder. No good in the free throw. Ball bounces off the hands of Luke Patton, picked up out there by Joshua Unamo. Unamo into the front court, drives down the baseline, lays it off for Patton, and Patton lays it in. Nice give-and-go combination from Unamo to Patton, and Luke Patton with the basket, and Victory with a 27-24 lead. 2 minutes left in this opening half. Game 1 of day 2 for the boys bracket of the Tournament of Champions. Nolan Gore looking for his jump shot. Has it, takes it, won't go. Tipped around, pulled down for Victory Christian. Here they come back. Jameson White with the basketball. Over it goes to Unamo. Unamo drives, lays it up with the right hand and in. They got to call a foul as well. Oh, that really upset Coach Gore. He thought there was charging on Joshua Unamo. He was high in the air, laid it in there, but they're saying it was a blocking foul. The foul is going to be called on Hydro Eakly's number 3, Crossan Props, and he's coming over to discuss it with Rick Gore. Good bit of officiating there, explain what he saw, what the call was, and why he made the call. And Rick Gore kind of shakes his head and smiles. Out comes Patton. In for Victory Christian comes Colson Tharp. Or check, excuse me, even Evan Mallory. Mallory comes in for Victory Christian, number 15. At the free throw line, Joshua Unamo missed the free throw. In the lane, pulling it down for Hydro is Nolan Gore. Unamo shows a little bit of pressure in the backcourt, but they break it quickly. Hydro Eakly now getting double teamed in the corner, and a whistle. And a timeout is called by Coach Rick Gore as he saw that his man was trapped in the corner there. No chance to get away, so he called the timeout to keep the turnover, and that's a 1:23 left in the first half. Victory Christian now leading Hydro 29-24.
Did we lose it? All right, hang on.
Oh, okay.
Stream went down.
Oh, but it nicely done by Joshua Unamo.
Yeah.
Rejoining the BOK Center, Joshua Unamo just completed a three-point play for Victory Christian. Had a layup that was fouled, went to the free throw line, made the free throws, and Victory Christian's out to a 32-24 lead over Hydro Eakly now as we're down to the final minute of this first half. This is game 2 of the second day of the tournament, the first game in the boys bracket. They started this morning with the girls' game of Sealing beating Tahlequah 64-49. Now this is the first of the boys' games. Trenton Coe checks in the game. Sitting down is Nolan Gore for Hydro Eakly. And here come the Conquerors with 49 seconds left in this opening half. They're leading by 8. Joshua Udemo, big reason they're leading. Pass outside the right side. A three-point shot is just short by Jewett Molly, who came off the rim and into the hands of the Bobcats' Paxton Price. He brings him across the timeline. Paxton Price shots down the lane left side, pushes it outside. It goes to Tharp. That is Carter Tharp. Back to Price. Price starts in the lane, up with a shot. Won't go, a little short. Picked up by Victory Christian's Jaden Banner. Banner into front court now with 14 seconds left. Joshua Udemo taking his time on the dribble, 10 seconds. Checks the clock, 7 seconds. 5 seconds. Now he starts down the lane with 2 seconds. Jumper up and in. What a nice looking player. Joshua Udemo hung in the air, dumped the two-pointer in, the 6'4" senior, just before the buzzer went off, and that gives Victory a 10-point lead at the half. It is Victory Christian Conquerors 34. The Hydro Eakly Bobcats 24. We're at halftime. Stay with us because Grant Merrill have a special guest at the half here at the Tournament of Champions.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Physical Therapy Central.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Upper crust wood-fired pizza.
At Krotz, Lowry & Associates, our dedication to superior client service continues to drive our pursuit to provide the highest quality service. We are committed to providing close, personal attention to our clients and take pride in giving you the assurance that the help you receive comes from years of advanced training, technical experience, and financial acumen. We are not your ordinary bean counters. Call us today and find out what makes us different. 405-848-2200 or visit us at krotzcpa.com.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
We welcome you back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill along with you for halftime, as right now it is Victory Christian leading Hydro Eakly 34-24. Pleased to be joined by the Assistant Athletic Director of the Tulsa Public Schools and one of our key tournament organizers for the Tournament of Champions, Jen Sanders. And man, this has really gone well.
Oh my gosh, this tournament is so great anyways, and then to have it in the venue we were in and downtown Tulsa. I remember being a young kid at Muldrow and just to walk down here and see this big city, it's great for these small schools.
Well, I was about to say that was going to be one of the things that we talked about was that, you and I were both from around the Muldrow area, and, this was the big time. And for a lot of these schools like Sealing and a lot of these and a lot of these schools like Jinx and Owasso, I mean, getting to play on the floor of the BOK, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and just congratulations to all of you guys for pulling this off.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's just a great tournament. The David versus Goliath is so much fun, and I hate to say it every now and then, everyone's pulling for the David, so but it's a lot of fun, and like I said, some of the best teams in the state, and I would say that it's probably the best tournament in the state minus the state tournament.
I came back to Oklahoma in 2018. We've been here about a year when we had the tournament champions where our Muldrow Lady Bulldogs ended up winning this whole thing. I believe they beat Owasso in the finals, did they not?
They beat Edmond Memorial.
They beat Edmond Memorial, okay. But, yeah, I mean, so the Davids can beat the Goliaths at some point.
That's right, and it was so great to watch, my hometown on the court and be able to hand those folks the gold ball. And, it just goes to show that they're a great small school basketball in the state of Oklahoma, and, great coaches. Jana Armour, phenomenal coach of the year that year, so it's really fun.
It's really cool to see how the bracket ends up shaking out after the first day, because whether it's the winner's bracket or the consolation bracket, you've got some great basketball and some great competition in both of them.
Yeah, yesterday was great. We had a lot of close games, and then today, it just brings them a little bit tighter together, and it's a little more competitive toward the end of the game. So, we expect there are going to be some overtime, so you better rest up, Grant.
You have been doing this for what, 7 or 8 years?
This is my 7th year with Tulsa Public Schools as an assistant athletic director. I've been with TPS for 10.
And you were at Nathan Hale as the head coach?
Was Hale, and then I went over to Rogers as the athletic director there, and then over to the Education Service Center working for Mick and Gil.
So for all of this time, you've been a part of the Tournament of Champions each year. I know that what are some of your best memories?
Well, Muldrow,
of course, yeah.
But I would say, each year, just, when the ball goes up at 9 a.m. on the first day of the tournament, we can breathe a little bit.
Right.
And, same thing for all of the games. It's just game after game. There's competitiveness to see these kids out here working hard. And one of my favorite things is the women officials in the women's games. And I really wish our state tournament would do that. It'd be really great to see, because our kids get to see that there's life beyond the game. Maybe you don't go on to play college basketball, but you can officiate.
Yeah.
And we've got the top-notch of women officials in the state here today.
Number one, you couldn't pay me to be an official because I think my skin's probably too thin for that. But the people who do the officiating, they deserve every medal and every free dinner they could get, and they do such a great job here.
That's
I mean,
right.
We've got the best of the best with Raymond Ships and Linda Drink coordinating everything, and I know that's kind of a source of pride for you guys because you guys kind of have even special ways that you select the officiating.
That's right. We really worked hard to make sure that we have women officials in the women's games, and these folks aren't just out here to make some money. These people are very high up in their careers, phenomenal athletes back in the day, and these girls really get to see them as mentors and educators and leaders, and I just really think it's a great opportunity for our kids to see something beyond the game.
Well, I want to say this. If you love Oklahoma basketball as much as we do, and we love it quite a bit, and you just like the history of it, while you're here, grab a program. And I'm not just saying this because we published it. I'm saying this because I put all that information in there about the history of the tournaments and the both boys and girls. And Terrell Lester did a great job in putting that together. I mean, it's a detailed biographical history of all the way back to the 1960s, and you're going to see a lot of names that not only went on in sports, but in like politics and leadership, and you just see the caliber of people that came through this tournament.
That's right, and the girls' tournament only started in 1999. Now, I think they might have just forgot to put Muldrow in that year. That would have been my senior year.
Yeah,
that would have been my senior year, but but that was the year that Isis Tillis played.
Sure.
She played for Cassia Hall, went on to play for the WNBA. So, great history. pick up a tournament program because it really does tell the history of Oklahoma basketball.
Well, and tonight, of course, is the rematch of Owasso and Memorial, where last time they played in this tournament, it was Shake Milton.
That's
and
right.
His career, and, he's doing pretty well now.
He's all right. He's all right.
Anyway, well, thank you so much for dropping by. It's
Thanks,
always
Grant.
a pleasure to talk to you, and we hope to see you before the tournament's over.
All right. Thanks, Grant.
All right, that's Jen Sanders. Hang with us. We're back in 30 seconds for the third quarter. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on School TV. All right.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma, offering over 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour. This is your ultimate tea playground. You can order online through the app or the website for a quick pickup. Open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Be sure to stop by your Tulsa location. HTO for the best tea you've ever sipped on.
And hello again, everyone. Chris Lake along with Grant Merrill. We're back here ready to start the second half of our first boys game of day 2 of the 56th Tournament of Champions here at the BOK Center, with Victory Christian leading Hydro Eakly 34-24. The ball will start in the Conquerors' hands. They're in their road black uniforms, white VHS across the chest, trimmed in purple. The Bobcats of Hydro Eakly in their home whites, trimmed in purple. Driving the lane, taking the shot. Michael Doctor missed it. And it comes down to the hands of Paxton Price, and Price brings him across the timeline. As Hydro trying to make up a 10-point deficit here to start the second half. Carson Props. Outside the ball goes now to Gore. Gore backing over to the other side. Colson Tharp. Nice pressure from the Victory Christian Conquerors defense, playing a tight man-to-man right now. Carson Props, the top of the circle, taking his time, trying to draw out that defense a little bit, and whistle. And they're going to call, I believe, Paxton Price for a foul inside. Yep, Paxton Price, offensive foul, and that's going to be a turnover against the Bobcats. Gives the ball back to Victory Christian, and here come the Conquerors. In the backcourt, Michael Doctor, along with Joshua Unamo, who is star of that first half for him, certainly. Victory Christian in the front court. On the drive, putting up and in with the right hand is Jude Molly. Molly now with 8 points. Joshua Unamo led him in the first half with 16. Quick turnover against Hydro Eakly. Back again comes Victory Christian. Joshua Unamo holding the ball high. He was 7 of 12, 1 of 3 from three-point land, and 16 points in the first half. Wow. And bring up another one. 3 points for Victory Christian, 39-24. Back comes Hydro Eakly. With the jumper in the lane. Nicely done by Carson Props.
Hard to believe these were the teams that were tied at 24.
I know it. Look at this. All of a sudden, 39-26 now. Victory Christian with Hydro. Jumper won't fall for Solomon Granderson, but Victory Christian has the rebound. Up and in. No. Luke Patton looked like it was going to go in. Zipped around the rim. Came out. And coming down with the rebound for Hydro Bobcats are Colson Thorpe. Thorpe cuts across the lane. Drops it off for Carson Props. Then to Nolan Gore. Gore hands it to Paxton Price. Give and go. Comes back to Carson Props. In the corner, number 15, Colson Tharp looked up for the shot. Didn't take it now. He starts to drive. Comes to the lane. Falls down. Loses the basketball. Taken away by Victory Christian's Jude Molly. Molly drives it over and lands it over. Missing the layup was Unamo, but following up nicely there was Solomon Granderson. Joshua Udemo came flying in the right side. Ball rolled off the rim, and right there to put it back in was Granderson for the Conquerors. Now they've extended the lead to 41-26. Driving the basketball, and a whistle and a foul before the shot. They said the foul was going to be on Carter Tharp. Wiped out a basket chance there for him. And there'll be a timeout on the floor here. 4:57 left to play in the third quarter. Victory Christian pulling away from Hydro Eakly Bobcats 41-26. You're listening to Tournament of Champions and watching it here on the Scorlo TV network.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma, offering over 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour. This is your ultimate tea playground. You can order online through the app or the website for a quick pickup. Open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Be sure to stop by your Tulsa location. HTO for the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Chris Lincoln along with Grant Merrill. 4:57 left in the third quarter of Game 2 of the second day of the Tournament of Champions. The first in the boys bracket, with Victory Christian now pulling out to a 41-26 lead over Hydro Eakly here. Victory Christian with the basketball and the lead as they come into the front court. Their star player, Joshua Udemo, who had a big 16 points in the first half, drops the ball off. It goes to Jude Vale, and he takes the shot. Misses everything, bounces out of bounds. It'll be over to Hydro. In the backcourt, Nelson Gore drops it off now to Paxton Price. Price leaves it for Carson Props. Back to Gore. Gore takes a wide, high, long shot, bounced off the front of the rim. Boom. Rebound comes down to Luke Patton of Victory Christian. Off to Joshua Udemo. Udemo starts down the lane, flips it on, trying to get it inside to Solomon Granderson, but tipped away and off of the hands of Solomon Granderson, and a turnover against the Conquerors. Back come the Bobcats of Hydro Eakly. Paxton Price across the timeline, picked up there by Granderson. Leaves it there for Nolan Gore. Gore comes around the right side. Double teams. He tries to get around the ball. Knocked away from behind. Stolen away by Udemo, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be called on Hydro Eakly's Carter Tharp. Third team foul. That is Carter Tharp's second foul. And Victory Christian with a 41-26 lead under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Come across the front court with Joshua Udemo leading the way. Udemo taking his time. Out to get the ball to Solomon Granderson. Back it goes now to Luke Patton, and a whistle and a foul. A little collision inside there as Solomon Granderson got tangled up there, and down went Colson Tharp, and the foul is going to be on Solomon Granderson for pushing. It'll be Hydro Eakly's basketball. They'll inbound from their backcourt, far sideline. Nolan Gore bring him across the timeline, picked up by Michael Doctor for the Conquerors. Inside it goes to Props. Back to Gore. Gore takes his jumper shot and is fouled as he went up for the shot. Hits the deck. The foul is going to be called on Michael Doctor for Victory Christian. That's Doctor's second foul and the second team foul for Victory Christian. At the free throw line again will be Nolan Gore. I mentioned that's Coach Rick Gore's son, a senior. I asked him, he's a good-looking player. I was telling the coach, any interest in any colleges or anybody talking to him? He said, nobody. He said, I understand. He's a good shooter, a great kid. He said, great grades. And he said, it's getting tougher and tougher, Chris. He said, these college coaches want everybody to be, 6'9", 7 foot. It's just tough to find a place for these kids. But there's got to be a place in all the basketball being played around the country, Grant.
Well, and this is why this tournament is such a great showcase for these kids to be able to put their talents on display. Hopefully, more of these college coaches will pay attention to events like this.
We had several college coaches in the audience last night, right?
few D2 coaches.
Yep.
Justin Barkley from over at Rogers State University. He was with us. I know the coach from NSU, Coach Havens. He was here last night, and the Coach Bechet, I believe, from Missouri Southern.
Ryder Klassen was called for the foul. Inbounding the basketball will be Victory Christian. They lead 41-27. Over the top it comes to Jaden Banner. Banner in the corner. Michael Doctor drives down the baseline, flips it out on the left side. Now driving back inside is Jaden Molly. Throws it out to Banner. Banner, cross the lane. In it comes to Unamah, driving, layup, and he hits it. Nice floater in the middle. Boy, he's a nice-looking player. Unamah again had 16 points, lead all scorers that first half for Victory Christian. He's got to be a player you think someone would look at in college. He's a senior, 6'4". Outside for Hydro Eakly, three-pointer up underway, no good by Ryder Klassen. Rebound is pulled down, though, by Gore. He hits the deck, and a whistle and out of bounds is going to stay, I believe, with Seelig. With Hydro Eakly, excuse me. It is Hydro Eakly's basketball. It'll be Colson Tharp to inbound it. 2:35 left in the third quarter. 43-27, Victory Christian leading. Hydro looking to cut into that lead. Short jumper wouldn't fall for Paxton Price. Battle for the floor. That is Luke Patton. Battle there. It's going to be a jump ball. And the possession arrow shows it's going to stay with Hydro Eakly. Inbound under the basket. Again, starting the action will be Colson Tharp. Tharp over the top it comes. Nolan Gore takes the jumper off the rim. Won't go to the right side. Rebound comes down to the Conquerors, Jew and Molly. Back the other way they come. The other way, Umo. Inside it goes to Luke Patton. And Patton from Umo gets a layup on the right side. Patton scores, the 6'6 senior. 45-27. Conquerors. Driving now for Eakly is Paxton Price. Rolls off the rim. Won't go. Picked up on the floor by Banner. And here come the Conquerors again the other side. Jude Molly in the corner of Michael Doctor. Takes the three-pointer and hits it. Michael Doctor hits the three. And the Conquerors starting to pour it on now. The 4A Victory Christian against the Bobcats of Hydro Eakly.
Michael Doctor, another player that ought to get some attention at some level.
Yep. Hydro Eakly, what a program down there, though, huh? Go to 25-0 last year, Class A state champions. 4 starting seniors returning here to this class, ranked number 1 in Class A.
Well, you know, it's schools like Hydro Eakly that make the Big House such a fun place to watch state tournaments because, you know, they're just dominant. And, you know, you think the level of competition from the small schools is good here. Everybody's that level in the Big House.
Udabot, a nice pass inside for Banner, and he missed the inside layup. Rebound comes down to the Bobcats. He comes back across the front court. Again, Paxton Price leading the way. Drives down outside the lane. Back it comes to Carson Props. Props inside, goes up with a shot, but a whistle first. He's going to be fouled in the act of shooting. Luke Patton, whistle for the foul. That's his third. They're going to bring him out right away and replace him with Solomon Granderson. The call whistle there by our friend Dwight Hollingsworth, one of the 3 officials working the game this afternoon. Kendall Rimmer and Eddie Morris, the others. Waiting for the inbound. They're counting. Now they get it outside. It comes to Paxton Price in the lane. And being fouled before he get up with a shot was Nolan Gore. Well, they're calling him tight here underneath. Yeah, he said he wrapped him up here. That's the call. The call is on Michael Doctor, Victory Christian. Now Michael Doctor is going to come out, and he'll be replaced by Jamerson White. Off the bench for Coach Ryan Wakely's Victory Christian Conquerors. They were conquered for the first time yesterday, and then have bounced back here nicely this afternoon. They lost their opening game to Powerhouse 6A Power Owasso 62-49 for their first loss of the season. Come back nicely in this one, though. Eakly That's Paxton Price taking the short jumper. Won't go. Tipped, controlled by Nolan Gore. Gore brings it back out and resets it for the Bobcats. Coming down to the last 30 seconds, and there's a whistle and a foul. Offensive foul against number 32, Ryder Klassen. Offensive foul against Hydro Eakly. Will turn the ball back over to the Conquerors. They'll have the last 37 seconds to work with. Their star, Joshua Udamo, the 6'4 senior, slowly across the timeline. He'll bounce this around, try to take as much time off the clock as he can. Usually he likes to move with 6-7 seconds left. And when he moves in a hurry. This guy is some kind of quick. Great jumping ability, great shooter. Had 16 points in the first half alone. On 7 of 12 shooting, including 1 of 3 for 3 points. Now they're counting it down. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Udamo makes his move. Now flips it over to the corner. It goes inside. Quick pass and losing the basketball with Solomon Granderson. They had it right there, but could not control the basketball. And time expires. That's the end of 3 quarters of play here. Game 2, day 2 of the Tournament of Champions. And at the final 8-minute break, it's Victory 48, Hydro 27. This is the Scorlo TV network.
FloorTech proudly serves schools across the state of Oklahoma with gym floors and janitorial supply needs. Contact Jeff Southall so he can help your school. Jeff proudly supports his hometown Cashin Wildcats. Go Cats!
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Eight minutes left to play in this first boys game of Game 2 here in the 56th Annual Tournament of Champions. Victory Christian with the basketball in the black road uniforms, leading Hydro Eakly 48-27. Conquerors out front with Jude Malai. Now it comes to traveling was Jaden Banner. Took that step before putting the ball on the floor, and it's going to be turnover against him. But the third quarter stats, by the way, Victory Christian had 5 turnovers. Hydro Eakly had 12 turnovers so far in the game. Rebounding, really close. Hydro Eakly 20-19 for Victory Christian. Difference was 3-pointers. Victory Christian hit 5 of 10, while Hydro Eakly was 2 of 5. And leading scorer for Victory Christian, the Conquerors, Joshua Udamo, had 21 points so far through 3 quarters of play. Their only player in double figures. 10 points for Nolan Gore, leading the way for Hydro Eakly. In the corner, Jumper taking the 3-point shot. No good for Nolan Gore. Whistle and a foul underneath. Fouls on Solomon Granderson. That's the 5th team foul on Victory Christian with 7:29 left. Out it comes to Colson Tharp in the corner to Gore. Nolan Gore. Starts down the baseline right side, looking to try to get a shot up. He does lift up the glass. Short, but nice follow-up. No good. Follow-up again, though, is good the second time by Carson Props. Carson, the 6'3 senior forward, worked his way in and got 2 shots at it and made it on the second one. Back come the Conquerors. Udamo. Down the right side it goes to White. Back to Granderson. Granderson starts across the top of the circle. Now hands it off to Udamo. Udamo drives into the lane. Nice high jumper, up and around and in it goes. Joshua Udamo now with 23 points, 23 points on the afternoon, leading all scorers. Ryder driving underneath the basket. Ryder Klassen couldn't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Udamo, and off he comes down the right sideline. Pass in the corner goes to Mali. Now between the two circles, jump shot by Banner from the three-point line and good. Three-pointer for Jaden Banner, hits three. 53-29 now, Victory Christian over the Hydro Eakly Bobcats. The Class A reigning champions, Hydro Eakly, running into a 4A powerhouse though in Victory Christian. Driving layup, no good, knocked away by Colson Tharp. And then it comes to Unum on the other side. He's going to sham it in, he dunks it. There's our first dunk of the second day there. As Joshua Udumo with a dunk shot to make it 55-29. And a whistle and a timeout now for Hydro Eakly. The Bobcats are going to take a break here. We'll take one with them too. From the Tournament of Champions, you're watching high school basketball action in Oklahoma on the Scorelittle TV network.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Back at the BOK Center, where Victory Christian is leading Hydro Eakly 55-29, just 5:38 left to go in this one. As the Bobcats have the basketball, Nolan Gore brings him into the front court. Over the left side it comes to Carson Props. He pops and fires, in and out, won't go. Tipped around again. Finally pulled down and controlled though by Jamerson White. Back come the Conquerors, and a whistle and an offensive foul. They're going to call on Jamerson White. Charge on White. And the ball comes back over to Hydro Eakly. That is the 16th foul. Victory Christian, the next one, and gives Hydro Eakly a chance to shoot bonus free throws. You need more than bonus free throws right now, though, with 5 minutes left and down 55-29. In the front court, Colson Tharp with the basketball. Comes around the other side, gives it off to Nolan Gore. Gore goes to the baseline, pops and hits. Nice looking shot. Nolan Gore from the baseline, 55-31. Victory Christian, Michael Doctor brings him across the timeline. Their 6-foot sophomore guard. Looking inside is White. And bad pass, Luke Patton, picked up by Ely and driving down with the basketball. Now being pulled back is Carson Props. Carson turns back into the lane, puts it up with the right hand just short. Tipped by Nolan Gore, stolen by the Bobcats, and now fouled is Paxton Price as he drove the lane. Whistle and a foul called on Victory Christian. Big Luke Patton is called for the foul. His third, that's their 7th. This is a shooting foul. He'll shoot 2, but the next time the Bobcats go to the line, they get a bonus free throw, 1-1. Left-handed Paxton Price gets the first one in. Has one more coming. Big kid, 6'4" forward. And the second one rolls off the back of the rim, won't go. Back comes Victory Christian, led by Jaden Banner. Banner off to Michael Doctor. Doctor holds it up. Back it comes. Other side now to White. Down to Molly, and there's a whistle and a foul underneath. We had a collision between Patton for Victory Christian and number 10, Paxton Price. And that for Lucas Patton is 5. Lucas Patton is fouled out of this game. The 6'6" senior. Luke Patton is out. And coming back in is Joshua Udumo. I don't know if that's such a good swap off. Udumo leading scorer for Victory Christian team with 23 points so far today. So here comes Hydro Eakly coming down to the 4-minute mark left in this contest. They trail 55-32. Nolan Gore with the basketball. Looking for some help. Cross-court pass. It goes to Colson Tharp. Tharp gets a nice screen from a triplet. Goes back to the shot and no good. Taken by Ryder Klassen. A long three from the corner. Out quickly comes Victory Christian. Up over the head with a nice layup is Jude Mahi. Mahi with a nice layup there, and that gives Victory Christian 57-32 now. 3:30 left to play in this one. Again, Nolan Gore drives down the lane, kicks out the left side. Jumper is no good, taken there by Colson Tharp. Rebound back it comes to the Conquerors. Driving all the way, Unamo off the left side of the glass and in. Boy, Joshua, he just glides to the lane, up with the left or right hand, either one. And great looking young player. Hydro Eakly down 59-32 as we're into 3 minutes left in the basketball game here. Driving lane is Carson Props, and a foul is called. Offensive foul called on Carson Props. Offensive foul charging. Both coaches making some changes now as we get down to the final 3 minutes and 6 seconds of this game. Looks like Coach Ryan Wakely is taking out almost all of his starters here and putting his reserves on the court now. Shot, no good by Mallory. Follow-up shot, won't fall. And a whistle and a foul underneath. At the free throw line for Victory Christian will be their junior 6'5" postman, Dirk Johnson, shooting free throws. Both teams now in the bonus. That was Hydro's 7th foul. Johnson gets a second free throw here. Toy Taiwa in the game along with Dirk Johnson. Also 21, Kyle Covington. As wholesale changes to Victory Christian. Number 5, Caleb Farquhar. Missed the free throw. Rebound is pulled down, though, by number 15, Evan Migliore. Inside it comes. Trying to force the ball up, and it's going to be fouled. It was Dirk Johnson. Big Dirk Johnson tried to power his way up in there. The foul was called on the Howard 32. Ryder Klassen gets the foul. 2:38 to play here. That's Victory Christian's Dirk Johnson at the free throw line. A couple changes coming in now for Hydro. Coming out of the ball game is Kyron Triplett. Also coming out is Carter Tharp. 24, Brandon McKay is in there along with 25, Caden Harris. Second free throw is up and good by Dirk Johnson. Both coaches clearing their benches here for the final 2.5 minutes left of this second game of the BOK event here, our Tournament of Champions, sponsored by the Tulsa Public Schools, 56th annual tournament.
Probably some time to extend appreciation to our friend Ronnie Wilkins and all the folks over at Raising Cane's.
They have some in there already?
Yeah, that's your cue.
Oh, baby. All right, that's the end of the game. No, 2:11 left here to play here. Not going to leave this one. Hydro Eakly, they haven't quit at all. Bobcats still battling for it here.
There'll still be chicken this time.
Good. Ryder Klassen on the drive. Oh, taken away. Taken out of his hands there and come back the other way. Shot up off the rim. Wouldn't fall for Evan Migliore. Nice steal by Toya Taiwo, and they couldn't convert it, though. Back into the Hydro Bobcats. Kalen Henderson, 0-0. Shot down the right baseline. In the corner. Almost got trapped in there. Now knocked away by number 15, Evan Migliore for Victory Christian. And it'll be Hydro's basketball. 1:33 left to play. Trenton Cole will inbound for the Bobcats. Gets it inside. It comes to Brand McKay. McKay down the right side. He's cut off. Outside it goes back to Cole. Cole goes to the corner. Oh, he is in his face and making contact with big number 20, Dirk Johnson. He's going to be whistled for the foul. Johnson picks up the foul. And it will be shooting because of the bonus situation. So we'll go to the free throw line. At the line will be senior guard Trenton Coe. Hits the first free throw. One more coming. And the second one hits the front of the rim and drops in through. Coming down to the final minute of game 2 of the second day of the tournament championship tournament. Jumper outside, shot would not fall for Evan Migliore. Rebound though stays with Victory Christian now from the corner. Shot nicely made. Number 5, Caleb Farquhar, the 5'11 junior guard, hits from the corner. And a quick timeout is called by Victory Christian with just 1 minute, 4 seconds left as they move their lead up to 30 points, 64-34. This is the Squirtle TV Network.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car...
Back to play here, the final minute of action here. Driving and fouled as he goes up for the layup with Kalen Henderson. Foul on Victory Christian's Evan Migliore. At the free throw line will be 0-0, Kalen Henderson. And foul in the act of shooting, so you get 2 free throws. First one, swish, just right through, and we have one more coming up here. Victory Christian with this victory will move to the consolation 5th place game tomorrow, Wednesday at 1:30. Both free throws are good from Henderson. Back comes Victory Christian on the drive, and the layup, missing the layup there was Migliore. Rebound comes down to Hydro Eakly. Back in the front court comes Kalen Henderson. Henderson into the corner it goes to Harris. Outside, number 24, McKay. And then on top there, number 12, that's Turner Snow. He gets wrapped up, and a foul's going to be called on Victory Christian. Said the foul is going to be called on Victory Christian's Toy Te'o. 32 seconds left here. Free throw up and no good by Turner Snow. 5'7" junior guard for the Hydro Eakly Bobcats. One more coming. Off the rim, chased out of bounds, and off the hands of Victory Christian's Evan Migliore. So it's going to be Hydro Eakly's basketball into their own basket here. 31 seconds left. Waiting for the inbound. Henderson trying to get over the top. It's stolen away. Victory Christian by Daniel Looney. Across the front court. Here come the Conquerors. Looney, who stole the ball, is going to take the three-pointer. Off the rim, would not fall for him. Whistle underneath, battle for the basketball. That's Migliore grabbing it, getting it out in front. Back it comes to Daniel Looney. Over to Taiwan. Now way outside, off the rim. No good for Looney on the three-point shot with 4 seconds left. Three-set Looney tries again, and off the rim again. That's going to do it. That's the end of the basketball game, and Victory Christian will move on to the consolation 5th place game tomorrow at 1:30, while Hydro Eakly will be playing tomorrow morning at 10:30 in the 7th place game of this 8-team Tournament of Champions tournament. So Hydro Eakly plays tomorrow at 10:30, Victory Christian tomorrow at 1:30. Our next game coming up, Grant Merrill will be bringing the play-by-play of that one, will be our girls bracket. We'll go to the girls bracket now. And this game will be Howe against Booker T. Washington. Howe lost to Norman yesterday, 63-41, while Booker T. Washington fell to Lincoln Christian, 59-35. So it's Howe, Booker T. Washington in the second girls game in the consolation bracket with a tip-off at noon today. And for our first boys game, it was all Victory Christian as they moved out to a 64-35 victory and led by their outstanding senior guard. Joshua Unamoy had 27 points. He was 12 of 20 shooting, 2 of 5 for 3 points. Also had a total of 8 rebounds. Also in double figures was Jude Malley for Victory Christian with 10 points. For Hydro Eakly, led by their senior Nolan Gore with 12 points, the only player in double figures for the Bobcats. And they wrap up this game and now have a chance to play tomorrow in the game for 7th place in the boys bracket. So we'll take a break here before Grant comes back and get ready for some girls basketball with Booker T. Washington girls. They were a late replacement for Klassen, who had a case of COVID that they had to withdraw for the game. So Booker T. Washington girls in action here coming up at noon. Grant?
All right, we'll see you here in just a little bit. Hang with us, and thanks for watching on Squirtle.
All together. Game 4. Where's my game 1 for the girls? That's back. Purple today, and I'll put the boys. I need next game is the Booker T. Washington girls.
You don't touch. Are you clear here?
Just a second. Booker T. and Howe. Thank you.
Starters.
Don't need those anymore. Here's don't need that anymore. No, this is all Grant stuff. That's mine. Put that back there. There's your Booker T and Howe. There's your Booker T roster and your Howe roster. Okay. I'm gonna have some chicken. Is that okay?
Yeah. What's this?
That's just a regular pal.
I'm rolled around and I've taken as much time as you need.
No, you're fine.
What?
Hey, Grant. Cookie? I'm good, thank you. How about these? I'm good. Worried about you. I'm fine. Get the energy level up there. Yeah. I'll get you over there. Jeremy. Sorry.
The pregame format is sponsored by Roll Gas. We all play better with warm, and natural gas provides the comfort and reliability you need and expect when you're getting ready for a big game. Good luck to all the players. Stop by, there's one more for honey barbecue chicken strip sandwiches, just about as tasty as you fit into two slices of Texas toast. For your German champions ticket to Super League, receive $1 off your next week. Super League and German champion supporters only in Northwest Corner. Smoothies with purpose.
Okay, whenever you're ready. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back into the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa, where the 56th Annual Tournament of Champions is in the midst of day two. As, of course, it's the consolation bracket continuing through the morning and early afternoon. Right now, we are getting ready for the Howe Lady Lions to match up with the Booker T. Washington Lady Hornets, and we have the game for you coming up on Squirtle. Glad you're with us. Thank you to all of our sponsors that have made this possible. Thank you to the Tulsa Public Schools that have made it possible for us to be bringing you this action today. Let's get our starting lineups for both of these ball clubs. First of all, for the Howe Lady Lions, they're coached by Chris Brown, and they will be led onto the floor this afternoon by Maddie Ramsey. She's a 5'10 senior forward. Shiloh Fletcher is a 5'5 senior guard. Kaylin Nye is a 5'9 senior forward. Raylan Delt, a 5'10 senior guard. And Kaylee Turner, a 5'11 senior forward. For Booker T. Washington, They will send to the floor the following. Tiara Owens is a 5'4" freshman. Kerrigan Hill is a 5'3", I believe that's 5'3", senior. Deani Delosier is a 5'6" senior. Markayla Johnson, a 6-foot freshman. And Honesty Smith, she is a 5'9" senior. We will have the opening tip when we come back in 1 minute. This is the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
Honesty Smith. 5'5" senior, 15, Delosier. 5'4" freshman, number 3, T. Owens. And 6-foot freshman, number 21, Kayla Johnson. Head coach for the team is Rocco Leila. Nazis first, Leila Lansing. A 5'11" senior, number 00, Maddie Ramsey. 5'9" senior, number 3, Shiloh Fletcher. 5'10" senior, number 1, Callie Nye. 5'11" senior, number 23, Raylan Dillon. And 6-foot senior, number 43, Kaylee Turner. Head coach now is Chris Brown. Your officials for this game, Nikki English, Thompson Fry, and Marion Robinson.
We welcome you back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. The Howe Lady Lions getting set to take on the Booker T. Washington Lady Hornets. Consolation bracket action of the Tournament of Champions. It's all presented by Tulsa Tech, and we appreciate you making us a part of your afternoon here on the Squirtle Network. Jumping the opening tip, it'll be Markayla Johnson, the 6-foot freshman for Booker T. Washington. Howe dispersing from their huddle. They'll send their team to the floor, and it'll be Braylon Delt, the 5'10" senior, jumping the opening tip for the Lady Lions. The Lady Lions in their white jerseys with the red numbers, red trim. Booker T in their black jerseys with the orange numbers and the orange trim. Opening tip is in the air, and it is controlled briefly by the Howe Lady Lions, but the thumbs go in the air, and they're going to redo this jump ball. And now Booker T. Washington controls that opening tip. Fast-paced beginning to the ball game as Honesty Smith let loose of a pass that was dealt her way and tipped it out of bounds, so Howe will get to take it the other direction. A little bit of a bumpy start for these teams, but they'll work out the jitters here. Shiloh Fletcher out of the backcourt brings it back over to Kayla Nye. Nye into the front court, takes it top of the key, right-handed dribble. She'll pass through the air over to Raylan Delt. Delt back over to the open Shiloh Fletcher. Fletcher backed out toward the time stripe, looking to see if she could find an open teammate. Fletcher launching into motion here, straight to the hoop. She goes, 2-pointers on the way and in, and that'll be Fletcher's opening bucket. Howe leading it 2-0. Booker T back the other direction. Lady Hornets move into the front court. Tiara Owens with the basketball. She'll bring it back over to Markayla Johnson. Now to Kerrigan Hill. Hill back over to Tiara Owens. Shot made and missed, or shot attempted and missed. Speaking of Kerrigan Hill, they were singing happy birthday to her during team warm-up, so I'm going to guess that this may be a milestone for her today. So happy birthday, Kerrigan. 6:53 to go. Out at the top of the key, here's the Lady Lions and Raylan Delt. Delt over to Kayla Nye. Nye brings it over to Shiloh Fletcher. Now the basketball turned over. They put it into the hands of Kaylee Turner. She had it stripped away from her. Booker T racing into the front court. Lady Hornets with a three-point shot. It's drained by Kerrigan Hill at the 6:27 mark. 3-2 our score. Booker T opening up with their first bucket and their first lead of the game. Out of the backcourt comes Shiloh Fletcher. She'll work it right side of the paint. Now up top to Maddie Ramsey. Shots in, look at that. 6:07 to play here, 5-3. Howe's Lady Lions. taking this early lead. Into the front court, Honesty Smith. She'll work it into the corner. Long shot. Off the glass and no good. Rebound. Howe. Shiloh Fletcher. Takes it down low. Raylan dealt with a shot over the rim. It won't go. Another second chance effort for Kayla Nyes on the way in. That'll give Howe an 8-3 lead. Booker T was somewhat of a surprise addition to the tournament at the very last minute. Of course, COVID protocols forced Class and SAS, who had been playing in another tournament champions in Arizona, and they won it. Ended up being exposed, and they had to pull out. Booker T entered the tournament at the last minute. A little bit of a change there, but they were able to adjust and adapt. Lady Hornets have it. Markayla Johnson is fouled. Kayla Nye was on her trail and ended up reaching around there, so they will call her for the violation. That will leave Booker T with the basketball. Kerrigan Hill putting it inside to the open Honesty Smith. Her shot's on the way and in. 3-point ball game, 8-5 our score, 4:45 to play here. Coming up at the half, we will talk to the head of officials for the ladies' side of the bracket. That's Linda Drink. They've been kind of doing some interesting things this year and how they select the officials. And you'll notice on your screen, all of the officials for ladies' games are ladies. And that is kind of a unique thing for this tournament, according to Mick Wilson and some of the folks who have put it together. So we'll get a little more in-depth on that with Linda coming up at halftime. 2-point shots in and out, no good for Kayla Nye. And now it's Howe takes it the other way, a blocking foul called. They're going to put that against T.T. Owens for the Lady Hornets of Booker T. We've got a heck of a game tonight, a heck of a couple of games tonight. Hope that you'll be with us here on Squirtle. I know our nightcap's a highly anticipated matchup between the Memorial Chargers and the Owasso Rams. So have the play-by-play of that at 8:30 tonight here on Squirtle TV. 2-pointer for Maddie Ramsey's on the way in. Yeah, a 3-pointer. Honesty Smith. She nails that one from long range. Honesty Smith's probably one of those players that some of these other coaches in the conference will be happy to see graduate. She's been around for a long time for Booker T. I know in calling 6A basketball over the past 3 years, she's been a pretty constant thing. Kaylee Turner gets a bucket to make it 12-8. 3:23 left to go in the first quarter. Out of the backcourt come the Lady Hornets. Markayla Johnson with it. She'll work it over to Kerrigan Hill. Shot for threes off the rim for her. Kayla Nye tries to go after the basketball. So does the Lady Hornet. Thumbs will go in the air, and they'll call the jump ball here. Coach Leyva from Booker T making some substitutions here. Inbound throw given inside to Maddie Ramsey. She'll work it back over to Nye. She'll head into the paint. Look at that, 2-pointer on the way and good for Kaylee Turner. Turner was right there in the right place at the right time. She's one of the taller players on the team, so she was able to use that height, get that bucket with not much effort. 2:39 to play, first quarter action. Howe leading it by 6. Kerrigan Hill running the baseline. Basketball's almost tipped out, almost lost. Booker T maintains composure up and under a 2-pointers off the glass. No good for Hill. Back the other direction. Here comes the Lady Lions. Basketball's knocked loose and everybody's after it. So That'll result in a jump ball. 2:16 left to go in the first quarter. Inbound throw, given inside, a three-pointer off the rim and no good. The whistles blow. Howe gets the basketball after a foul here on Kaylee Turner for the Lady Lions. I think Howe thought they were going to get the basketball there, and it ends up going with Booker T. Here we go. Lady Hornets spreading their offense. Pass to the top of the arc, a two-pointer off the rim and no good. Back the other direction, here come the Lady Lions. Oh, over to the right wing, Shiloh Fletcher. Her shot off the glass and no good. Lady Hornets have it. Honesty Smith feeding a lady up and under. Second chance effort won't go. Whistle and a foul on Howe. That's another one on Rayla Delt this afternoon that will leave Booker T back at the free throw line, and Honesty Smith will do the honors. First one's on the way, off the rim, no good. She'll have another one. Booker T, of course, with a pretty legendary basketball program in both boys and girls play. Always a force to be dealt with, almost in any sport. I know football's, of course, always been a powerhouse. They've had great volleyball teams over the years. My wife, Lauren, the head coach at Edison, seems to always lock horns with those Booker T volleyball teams at some point. They're always competitive, so definitely a great athletic program here within the Tulsa Public Schools. Now the Lady Hornets with the basketball. Kerrigan Hill has it. Howe's, of course, one of those programs from the small school ranks that's good in everything. They always seem to excel. And they, of course, are one of the most beautiful communities in Oklahoma. It doesn't get much better than driving through LaFleur County in the fall, or, well, any time of year, but when those leaves are turning, that Howe and Heavener and Poto, they become special places. Inbound throw given inside to Maddie Ramsey. She'll give it over to J.C. Blake, yeah. Back up top, Shiloh Fletcher. Fletcher with a quick handoff to Raylan Delt. Her shot for two's on the way it in. 46 seconds left to play here. First quarter action. Lady Hornets on the near side. Kerrigan Hill with the basketball. About half a minute to go here. She tried to get a pass over to Markayla Johnson, and it was tipped out of play. Abby Huey is checking into the ballgame for Howe. Howe, Oklahoma, of course, home of the great Kenneth Corn. He's a dandy. Served in the state senate, ran for lieutenant governor back in 2010, and is now the city manager at Anadarko. But can't think of Howe, Oklahoma without thinking of Kenneth Corn, who served admirably in the Oklahoma legislature for, 10 to 15 years, starting when he was about not much older than these kids on the floor. Honestly. Long threes off the rim, no good for T.T. Owens. And we've come to the end of the first quarter. Our score, the Howe Lady Lions 18, the Booker T. Washington Lady Hornets 8. Take a 1-minute break and be back. And when we come back, the second quarter of play commences. This is the 56th annual Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Fed.
Back here at the Tournament of Champions in the BOK Center, downtown Tulsa, long inbound passes. Out of bounds with nobody there to get it. And that will simply mean that they throw it in once more. Glad you're with us today. I'm Grant Merrill. Chris Lincoln roaming around here somewhere. I think he might have gotten him a Raising Cane's chicken piece or two. As he returns to the broadcast position. And now we take a quick break and be back right after this. 18-8 our score. Hal leading Booker T. This is the Tournament of Champions.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Physical Therapy Central.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get higher, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of.
Put it together here.
Back here for the second quarter. Well, maybe we're not. Yes. The lady official, the black lady over there, that Linda Drink. She's, yeah.
I'm doing the interview.
Yes.
Okay. I said, do you know Lauren Merrill?
Oh, she does.
Oh, good. Are we off the air or what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Off the air again, honey. I thought they had that worked out. Oh, that's not very good. Oh.
I'm about to get my laptop out and just stream it from there.
What are the issues? I don't understand.
I don't know. It's not working for him.
Oh, good.
They're doing everything they can. It's no.
Here, Grant.
Good Lord.
Have a kiss.
No kidding.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get all this out of the way during the consolation bracket.
This is not good when you make a deal with the school system and doing their tournament. And play that phone call for. Changed or nothing's changed, right? Same invoice, same month, and.
That was the November bill that we sent him. That was supposed to be paying. So.
But go ahead and pay December while you're at it.
Yeah.
I mean.
And pay me for the state championship.
Yeah.
Tournament champions